We're here at Indian Ladder Farms just outside of Albany, New York, and today we're going to answer the question, do apple cider donut Oreos live up to the upstate New York apple orchard experience? And the whole idea here is I understand that capturing the essence of an apple cider donut within an Oreo cookie is going to be very difficult, but what I want to answer is whether you're from outside of this area, whether or not it gets enough of the feeling of that whole situation, as in what donuts you would get fresh at an apple orchard. And right here, Indian Ladder Farms is probably one of the best ones in this area here in the Hudson Valley / capital region of New York. So if you don't have access to apple orchards, how good is an apple cider donut Oreo gonna do in recreating that experience? So here are the apple cider donut Oreos, and my favorite part, I'm squeezing the juice here. All right, so let's take a quick look. So it says artificial flavors on it, and I think when I open it, I definitely get like that, you know, candy apple kind of artificial, you know, feeling to it. Get a quick look at these Oreos. Okay. Individual smell. Let me taste it before we get into any of that. Super crispy. So I definitely am getting the whole apple cider feeling to this. It seems like they're really trying with this. There's a heavy flavoring involved. And I would say, yeah, it does kind of capture the essence of it. Of course, it's not as good as getting into an actual apple cider donut. And for that, I have my Indian Ladder Farms apple cider donut. Now, these aren't as warm as they usually are. We did get here as soon as they opened. I don't know their deal, but they had racks and racks and racks of these donuts ready to go. Lines out the door, but dig right in. You can see it has that nice crummy texture. Their donuts don't have a lot of spice inside of the dough, which is kind of what I like about their donuts. The spice that you get is actually outside, but for me, these donuts are more sweet than spice. Sometimes they get heavy-handed with the spices at these places. You know, pumpkin pie, pumpkin spice, apple pie, apple spice. You don't want too much to overpower it. And this is a really good cake donut. Has a nice crust on the outside, and is just incredible. The perfect upstate New York fall activity. While I was tasting the donut, Cassie and Noah got to theirs, and I think the consensus here is that it tastes like, and this is actually wording directly from Cassie, it tastes like what somebody would expect an apple cider donut from outside of the area to taste like. With that said, it's very good. Definitely heavy on the caramel, so it's more of your caramel apple, I would say, than apple cider donut. Apple cider donut, to me, is less apple and more spice taste. I think apple cider donuts might be a misnomer. I think apple cider donuts are the donuts that you eat when you drink apple cider. Anyhow, I digress. Let's take a look at the farm. Every time we come to Indian Ladder, it seems like the operation gets more and more expansive every year. Now, this place is one of our favorite places to visit. We actually had our wedding inside of the apple barn here, so it's kind of a really important family place for us. So one of our favorite fall activities to do is to actually take a ride out here. It's about a half an hour from our house. Do our apple cider donuts, doing it for the video here for you guys. We're splitting it up a little. We'll usually do this in one shot. Then we'll let Noah play in the little playground area that they have, take a look at some of the farm animals that they have here. And then what we'll do is go back inside, get some gourds, pumpkins, gourds, you know, do the whole fall thing. It gets a little busy. Today it's kind of overcast. I'm kind of glad that it's not quite as busy as it usually is. We're also kind of early in the season, and it's seasonably warmer than usual. But these are all good things. I'm not a big fan of crowds. You guys know that. Indian Ladder's in a town called Altamont. It's kind of in this valley where they have like a huge apple orchard, definitely like a lot of farm type stuff. They have goats. Noah's on his way there right now.
Go Kibble. Oh, she likes it.
Come and smile.
In the picture, ready?
One of the things we haven't really explored here is the pick your own apple situation. I honestly am pretty picky about the apples that I eat, so I think I'm gonna leave it to the professionals for that. But you could see it's a super popular, attraction here for upstate New York. People come from downstate, some people come up here from New Jersey. Very popular place. We like to get the Snapdragon apples here. They're really good. Like I said, I like getting the ones inside of the farm stand. You could pick your own, but it's not my type of activity. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit it with a like and subscribe if you like food. What I'll do is I'll make a playlist of all the videos that we've made here at Indian Ladder Farms and any other farm experiences that I could find in the channel, and I'll leave that for you to watch right here.